So today we are talking about none other than Andre Meadows himself, Black Nerd Comedy. Clap it up for Black Nerd Comedy, please, 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 please. Clap it up for Black Nerd Comedy. Come on. Dude has been rocking YouTube since 2007. I caught on to him in 2010. Now, I'm telling you right now, I don't even care if you click off of this video at this moment and go watch some of his videos. I actually have a link to his channel, and I have a link to one of my favorite videos of his of all time. So you can just go click down there, check out that video, and then you can thank me later if you don't know him. You can thank me later, okay? But if you're still here, let's just talk about how awesome this dude is, alright? So, I mean, he made Power Rangers cool. Like, do you understand how big of a deal that is to some people out there? Power Rangers was cool because of Andre Meadows, Black Nerd Comedy. The last time I watched Power Rangers, I was 7. That was the last time I legit sat down and watched Power Rangers. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, to be more specific. But that's the Power Rangers that I watched. So I knew about the Green Power Ranger. I knew when he became the White Power Ranger. I knew when he became the... Because I knew him as the leader. I knew Tommy as the leader of the Power Rangers. I only found out a little bit later because of watching Black Nerd Comedy that Jason was legit the leader. Because, I didn't retain Power Rangers like that when I was a kid. And then I started watching his videos, and I legit got excited about Power Rangers again. Like, do you know how infectious that energy is? To have somebody who's passionate about Power Rangers and they're so good at giving that passion out to other people that it infects you and then you start transferring it to somebody else. I joined Ranger Nation. The other day in my bathroom, I tried to morph. I usually throw Kamehamehas and I usually throw Final Flashes and Masenko Ha's. But I morphed the other day in my bathroom. It didn't work. It usually doesn't work, but that should just let you know the power of this man that I'm talking about. By the way, Sonic is the greatest character of all time. He's got the greatest movies of all time. He's got the greatest games of all time, and he's the fastest character of all time.
Hipster Sonic wannabe, hipster Sonic wannabe, hipster Sonic wannabe, boom.
Dude does movie reviews, dude does gaming reviews. He talks about a lot of stuff that I can't afford. Thank you so much for reminding me of the stuff that I can't afford, Mr. Andre Meadows. Black Nerd Rants. If you know what that is, you're awesome. If you don't, it's like a section of content that he used to do. I don't know if he still does it, but it's really cool where you just get to hear him kind of rant about something, and then you rant along with him. I used to do the hand thing myself. Every time he did it, I would also just in the middle of the video while I'm watching the video, I would just be like, and then my family would be looking at me strange, like, is that boy all right? Maybe, man. We can't afford to get a psychiatrist up in here. And then my dad just threw holy books at me for a week. He was like, "Thou shalt be normal. Thou shalt be normal. Thou shalt be normal." And I was just like, okay. I got it on the 3rd book, man. I got it on the 3rd book. I'm cool. I'm cool. Okay, but back to the Power Rangers for a second, because again, big deal for me. Like, Power Rangers was this. Do you guys remember that? Some of you may not. This may be the first time you're seeing it. Some of you may have grown up with the Power Rangers simply because of guys like Andre Meadows. That's what I'm talking about. I look at this and I used to be like, man, that looks so silly. But now I look at an episode nowadays and I was like, that looks so silly, but it's so cool. He officially made the Blue Ranger my favorite Ranger. Billy, I used to talk a lot of trash about you, but now you are one of my favorite Rangers of all time. And in the new reboot, the guy who played him in the reboot, which I believe is highly underrated, and I only knew about the reboot because of, again, Black Nerd Comedy, and the way he talked about it, I was like, okay, I'm hyped for this movie too, man. I can't wait to see the Rangers. But the dude who played him in the reboot, that was my favorite character in that movie. And I like a lot of the press releases, a lot of the news, a lot of the stuff that was following, a lot of the stuff that they were picking the source material. The way he broke it down for a guy like me who had not watched Power Rangers in years, it made me a fan all over again. And that's what I'm talking about. That's a great YouTuber to me. When they can give you a piece of content and just make you feel inside that like you're a part of it. There's even a video he did where he morphed as the Blue Ranger at like a con. Like, I don't know if people have seen this. You should go check it out. It's a really dope video. Again, a link to that video will also be in the description down below. So please do yourself a favor. If we're all in lockdown, we're all in quarantine, go entertain yourself for a second. And this dude is a lady killer. Don't be looking at Andre. Don't be looking at this. Don't be looking at this and be fooled. Don't look at this and be fooled. Don't be fooled. I mean, I know he ain't doing no more, but I remember Andre. I was there. I was there for all of them videos. All of these videos. All of them. I was there. I was there. I don't know if I should be so proud about that. Look at him. Massaging all that beautiful feet. Damn you, Andre! Black Netherlands! My biggest connection with this dude, the thing that really, and it was one of the things that even helped me get into YouTube and wanting to do content and stuff like that, because I've been doing YouTube at this point for 3 years. This is a new channel, but yeah, I have a previous channel where well, it's still running. I'm still using it and whatever. There's a link to it up there if you want to check it out. It's a reaction channel, but in general, one of the reasons why I got into YouTube was because I saw this dude who was a fully grown man with all these toys behind him, and he was talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. That was my first legit entry into Black Nerd Comedy, was when he was talking about the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant... Oh, damn it! Damn it! Yeah, so it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, where it was my first legit entry into the Black Nerd Comedy space, which was really, really cool. I mean, I grew up on the 2003 Turtles. I don't know if anybody knows them Turtles, but those were my Turtles for a long time. I still think it has the best voice acting ever. It has the best voice acting ever. And when I was checking out his channel talking about the Turtles, I noticed that he was not talking about the 2003 Turtles. And I was like, but those are the Turtles. Are they not the Turtles? Why are they not the Turtles? And then I started finding out the history of the Turtles. I found out that the Turtles had comic books. I found out that the Turtles had the A Show, which I actually started binge watching because of Andre Meadows, the Black Nerd Comedy. I actually watched the 80s cartoon because of this dude. Do you understand how dope you gotta be to make a kid who was born in 2000s era watch an 80s cartoon? You gotta be really dope behind the camera to do something like that. Yeah, I started finding out like who the voice actors were. I found out who Rob Paulson was, who voiced a whole lot of stuff, and because Andre Meadows, Black Nerd Comedy, did an interview with him.
He's a brother nerd, yo. Yeah. What up, yo? Yeah.
All I'm saying is, during this time of quarantine, we need entertainment. We need something to look at. We need to have a fun time. And I'm telling you, this channel, especially if you're a geek, a nerd, however you identify yourself, because he's pretty much open to the public, even though he calls himself Black Nerd Comedy, and somebody's going to be like, why don't you call yourself White Nerd? Why don't you call yourself just a nerd? What if I call myself White Nerd? White Nerd Comedy? How would you feel if I call myself White Nerd Comedy? Look, you want to do that? Call yourself White Nerd Comedy. Ain't nobody stopping you. Okay, so bringing it back. Sorry, I got ADD. My brain can be everywhere. But the point being is that you in quarantine right now. You ain't going nowhere. You need a good time. You need to watch some stuff. Please, please, please do yourself a favor and go check out this channel. Subscribe. Let him know that you came from MeisterGeek Media. Maybe he tweet this at him. Actually, if you can, if you really if you really want to, because I'm going to. But I mean, if you really feel the way I feel and you found him through this video, or if you're just somebody who's likes this whole appreciation thing where we got this whole thing of giving the roses to the people who impacted our lives the most in a very special way. If you're really into that whole sort of vibe, tweet this at Black Nerd Comedy. Let him know that there are fans out there who geek over him as much as he geeks over the stuff that he geeks about. You know what I'm saying? I believe that we need a culture of that right now, and I legit feel this inside. Inside. And you know it's real when you say it twice. When you say it once, people think you're playing, but when you say it twice, that is real. Look at you made it to the end of the video. I know this was a weird one to sit through, but thank you so much for your time. If you are still here and you like this video, I got another one up here. I got a playlist down there, and you can click on my face to subscribe. Remember to ring the bell if you do subscribe, and I'll see you all in another video because Meister Man gotta be out. Push.